Hi and welcome to Airlock videos. My name is Jerry and in this video we are talking about social login and bring your own identity. It's a two-part video, so please make sure that you check out the second part. You will find the link in the description below. What's on the agenda? In this first part, we are talking about what social login is, why you should use social login, and how does social login work. And at the end, some OpenID Connect basics. Let's start with what social login is. Social login means that customers can use existing accounts from social networks such as Facebook, Google or Twitter to access services with no need for a new username or new password. Why should you use social login? Many services require their own customer account. This can discourage potential customers because they do not want to open yet another account and manage another password. Social login and bring your own identity can alleviate this problem. Digital service providers want to know who their potential customers are as early as possible, so many of them insist on individual customer accounts. On the other hand, consumers are typically not keen on having to complete a laborious registration procedure for every single service. It can act as a deterrent for potential new clients. This is where the concept of social login and bring your own identity come to the rescue. But how does social login work? Let's say Jerry wants to access the Verting service. In order to use the Verting service, Jerry needs an account on the Verting website to be able to use the platform. Since Verting uses the Airlock Secure Access Hub, Jerry has the following options. First, use only a social login account to access the application. Second, register a local account on the Verting service. Or third, if Jerry has already a local account, he could link it with his social account. This gives him the option to use both accounts to log in to the service. Now let's see social login in action. In this first use case, I want to show you how you are able to access a service without having to register an account, by only using your social login. Let's check out the demo. This is a sample web service called Verting. To access this service, I need to log in. I click on the member login link and Airlock IAM shows the login screen. I do not have an account yet and I don't want to register one. I will use my personal Google account instead. When I click on Login with Google, Airlock IAM redirects the request to the Google login page. Now I log in with my personal Google account. I enter my email address and password. Since my Google account is protected with the two-factor authentication, Google asks me to verify the second step. After successful authentication on Google, I get redirected back to the Airlock IAM. And here, Airlock IAM asks me if I want to register a new account based on the provider's data, because I do not have an account yet on Verting. I click on Create to confirm the registration. Now I'm logged in the portal application of Airlock IAM. On the second tab, I can browse my personal data. Here, I see that Airlock IAM took over my data from Google. That's for the first use case, on how to use only your social login to access an application. The second use case is when you already have a local account, but you want to use your Google account instead to log into the application. So let's do that. We still use the same application as before. I click on the member login link and Airlock IAM shows the login screen. Now I log in with my local user account. Then I edit my personal data on the second tab, Edit Personal Data. In the Account Link Management, I'm able to edit my linked accounts. Let's click here. Since I don't have a linked account yet, Airlock IAM offers me to link my local account with Google. Let's click on Login with Google. And then Link. Now I log in with my personal Google account. I enter my email address and password. Since my Google account is protected with a two-factor authentication, Google asks me to verify the second step. After successful authentication, I get redirected to Airlock IAM, and IAM shows me that my local account is successfully linked with my Google account. So how does social login works between the service and Google? To know how it works, we need a basic understanding of OpenID Connect without going too much into the details. This slide does not explain the different OpenID Connect flows or how a flow is going to be established. It's more a high-level view and a basic terms of OpenID Connect. Let's talk about OpenID terms. Jerry is the resource owner. Google is the OpenID provider and Airlock IAM is the relying party. To establish a trust between OpenID provider and the relying party, we need to exchange some information. In this case, we need to register an OpenID client ID on the Google Cloud Platform. This will generate a client ID and a client secret. The ID and secret has to be set on the relying party, in this example Airlock IAM. At last, the OpenID provider Google needs an authorized redirect URL. Users will be redirected to this URL after they have successfully authenticated with Google. That's it for the first part. If you want to know how to set up Airlock IAM to enable social login, please watch the second video. Bye bye!